Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Naven Gaming, where today we are playing Silent Hill 2, the remake? Remaster? It's actually a remake, right? Yeah, it's a remake. I'm getting confused. There's too many of these damn things, and they're all trying to change and bend the genre a little bit. It's not even really a genre, which is the dumbest part. But anyways, here we are, Silent Hill 2 Remake. I've heard a lot of good things about it so far. And as a survival horror guy, this is definitely my bread and butter. So I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm interested to really delve into this game. But so I have been messing with the audio input, and I have noticed that the RN noise is a lot better than speaks in OBS, and I can't begin to understand why. I can't begin to understand why I can't get the other one to work, other than the fact that it just isn't. It just isn't great. But yeah, no, it doesn't change very much of anything. You know, like no matter what setting I put it on, you know, like it doesn't change anything. But RN noise at least does a better job than speaks, which is interesting. But anyways, that's where we're at. So hopefully there won't be too much mastication coming through the mic. But otherwise, yep, that's just how things are gonna be. But yeah, so I will say that I have not played the original. I have not played the original Silent Hill 2, though I have heard it is a classic, a cult classic. The only Silent Hill games I've ever played are Silent Hill Downpour, and I don't know. I think there was. I think I played what was it, the fourth one? I don't remember. I think I remember trudging through a mine at one point with a guy in a fucking like a bright white sort of tannish jacket. I think he had brown hair. I don't remember. Point is, I've only had a very little exposure to the series, and I know that the quality tends to dip here and there, especially after 2. So, you know, Silent Hill's just been all over the place. But I have heard that this is the game that really put it on the map, and they have yet to really catch up to its sense. So a remake of that game would have to be really fucking good, right? It'd have to be really fucking good. It'd have to be up there in terms of quality. And I will use this as a determiner as to how the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is going to go, because you can't see it because I'm over it, but you know who this game is made by, right? You know who this game is made by. If this game is anything less than stellar, it's going to shoot any sort of hope that I have for MGS3 being good down the goddamn gutter. Because let me tell you something about the MGS3 remake, okay? That game doesn't look like a remake. It looks like a remaster. All right? And this is why I was saying that Dead Rising looks more like a remaster than a remake, because it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. It hardly changes anything. The only thing it changes is some gameplay elements in Dead Rising, and also the voice acting. That's the only thing that really changes. Everything else has been rebuilt from the ground up, but it still plays and is pretty much the same game from start to finish. Right? That screams more so remaster than remake to me. So when the MGS3 was getting announced as being remade as MGS Delta, you better fucking believe that if that game isn't going to somehow add to or somehow put or clarify a few things about Metal Gear Solid 3 story, or it isn't going to add interesting elements or bits that are kind of like these little like nods or things that just, you know, that kind of is like, hey, you're a fan, right? Here's something interesting you might like to know. Oh, you're a lore guy? You like the story of MGS? Here's something that kind of pertains to that. You know, like, if they're not going to bother to not only change the way you play the game, even just a little bit, and then also add like several new elements in, because here's the thing about a remake, okay? You can't take away anything. In my opinion, what makes a good remake is bringing back the very thing that people liked about a game. Maybe you change a few elements around, but it's still consistently the same game, right? The only thing you would change is adding shit to the game. The only thing a remake should do is add shit to the game, not take away. In my opinion, that's the idea of a truly premium remake. Now, if this game has I can't tell you if this game has taken away anything, because again, I have never played Silent Hill 2, the original. I know it's a very different game from Silent Hill 2, and so I will leave that kind of criticism to the people who have actually played the game and have loved the original game to really tell you the ins and outs of the contrasts between this game and the former. But what I will say is that from what I've heard across the board, this is a good retelling of that same story. So I'm very interested and enthusiastic to see where this game's going to take me and what this story is going to inevitably turn into. Now, granted, I already know some elements of the story because it's a it's a 10 to 20-year-old game. It's a PlayStation game. You're going to know things about the game, especially since it's all widely talked about cult classic. You can't escape the spoilers. So I already know how bits and elements of the game is going to be. I know what it's going to feature. I know how the story is going to end, or at least some of the possible endings it's going to have. And so I can already tell you, just based off of that, I'm already kind of got an idea of what I'm in for, but otherwise I'm going in pretty much blind. So, other than my other experiences playing the other Silent Hill games, this is going to be my first foray into one of the biggest classics in the series. So, one that they've yet to really top sense. Especially since they started licensing out the series to a bunch of Western developers who didn't quite make the cut, but Japan, for some reason, Japanese companies had that tendency to just like, hey, we'll just license out our IP to people in the West because why the fuck not? Capcom was infamous for this because they just licensed their shit out to just about anyone. What's that? You want to fucking make a reboot of one of our most popular franchises? Make them like a grungy, almost drug-addled looking, cigarette-smoking, chain-smoking ass piece of shit and call him Dante? Well, fuck. I guess we'll do that. Fucking here's the license. Take our money. Anyways, you get the point. Japan for a while the Japanese companies for a while have had this weird tendency of just licensing out their product to Western developers who honestly had no reason or business in actually holding the IP or doing anything with it. Now, granted, there are some good things and bad things to say about some of those licensings, those types of games. But I think that overall, when you ask yourself, is this what you wanted from this particular experience, they always failed, right? Devil May Cry, the DMC reboot, it was a good game, but it wasn't the Devil May Cry game that people wanted. And I think that was the biggest takeaway from that experience. Is like, it's good, but it's not what I wanted. This isn't Dante. This is as the mod scene would do it. This is Dorte, and he speaks all kind. And he's a Spanish devil hunter who fucking runs around and says funny shit in Spanish. El exterminador de demonios. God, I watch too much Maxor, but anyways, it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. Anyways, moving on. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? We're already going on 10 minutes. I already tweaked the settings. Hopefully the volume bits isn't too bad. I also turn on subtitles among other things. What is this? Default settings best represents the vision behind Silent Hill 2. See the settings below for fine-grained control over gameplay. You can find more options, including accessibility. There's a that part was funny. There's a 90s mode, and I'm like, I don't know if I want a 90s mode, but that might be fun to do in like a later run, right? Maybe when I'm not playing the game, right? Well, not when I'm playing the game on channel, right? Governs the difficulty of combat. I already messed with the interface. I hope me moving that around didn't actually fuck up my interface options, but whatever. No, we're good. Let's just jump into it. Ugh. Hmm. Yeah. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Also, I am playing on controller. The game specifically tells you to play it on controller, which is funny. Graphically, this game looks pretty impressive, I will say. Even on OBS, it looks pretty crisp.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
And right into gameplay. Nice transition. He looks really crisp. All right. James looks pretty good. One of the interesting things that people always talked about as well when it comes to theory crafting around this game, I'm going to up the subtitles a bit because I feel like the subtitles on the screen could use a little bit of tweaking. As well as the volume too, as a matter of fact. Let me see here. I think the master volume is fine. It's everything else that needs to go down. So music needs to go down, ambient sounds need to go down, effects need to go down. Okay. Because I couldn't hear James that much. I also set the audio profile to headset because, not only am I wearing a headset, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this are probably going to be wearing a headset, or have earbuds. Anyways, like I was saying, though, one of the interesting theory craftings around this game was that Mary is already dead. I already know that one for a fact. But well, spoiler alert. But I mean, again, this is a 10 to 20-year-old game. It's kind of hard to avoid spoilers these days, like I just said. But one of the interesting things that people have mentioned in theory is that his wife is dead in the trunk of his car, which that's an interesting theory. But I don't know exactly remember or really know why they think that, but I'm sure I'm going to get into that at some point. Where is the subtitles? Oh wait, here we go. Where is the fonts? There's the fonts. Here's the font sizes. We'll do big for now. Because I feel like it's a little small on screen, but I don't want to make it ridiculous. Speaking of interactables. So, Silent Hill Ranch, graveyard. Oh, there's a graveyard section. Wonderful. There's a town there. We are currently here. Good to know. Alright, so we can just take out the map whenever. I will say it's a little awkward using controller because it's not as good as this feels. It doesn't feel that great on controller. I guess I'm just no. I've been playing Space Marines 2 on controller recently. Pretty used to that actually. It just feels a little stiff with the camera controls at the very least. It's a rolling can. So far the frame rate's consistent, but it feels like it's jumping between 30 as well. If nothing else, I could turn off ray tracing. I feel like if there was any game I should turn on ray tracing, it'd be this game. But, yeah, I can always just turn off ray tracing if it's too graphically, impaired in terms of frame rate, because I do notice that there's not only jumping, but it's also weird stuttering here and there. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put this down to off. Oh, it doesn't look that bad, actually, if you turn off ray tracing. I'll turn it off just to see what it does. No, that feels a lot more solid. That feels and looks so much better. One of these days, maybe, one of these days, I will use ray tracing. And I will have a better computer for it. But until then, them's the ropes. Oh, I just found the sprint button. Nothing over here. James doesn't look like the kind of person who would get a whole lot of exercise. So far, the atmosphere is pretty solid. Not that long ago, I also played shit, what was it called again? It was Haunting Grounds. That's what it was. Not that long ago, I played Haunting Grounds, and it's giving me a similar vibe in that one forest section. Although, granted, that game's a bit more of an isometric one. It's like an older Resident Evil style type of game. And before anyone asks, if you were wondering how I managed to get to play the game despite how difficult it is to kind of get a copy of that, the answer to that question is very carefully. Very carefully. And I'm kind of taking it slow, but I feel like this is the kind of game I want to take it slow. How are you doing, James? Feeling bothered by any of this? You know, James looks like Leon if he never went to Raccoon City. he looks like a Leon Scott Kennedy that never got exposed to the horrors of biohazard bullshit and umbrella pharmaceutical nonsense. Ah, so this is our save point. Fascinating.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
I mean, sure. I'm kind of saving our state. I wonder if that's how that translates for game characters, but I have no idea. I like how the ground also looks really nice. This is exactly how you expect a dirty fucking dirt road to look, especially after rain.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. My mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Oh god. Frames. 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 That was the one thing I was concerned about when it came to fog in this game, was how much of the frames it was going to screw up. Oh god. Okay. Oh man. We're really going downhill now. In Silent Hill, we are going down. Anyways.
Did you want anything else?
No, it's just... this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess. It's just through the gate and down the path. You'll get there in no time. Good luck finding the one you're looking for.
Yeah, I should probably get going.
So that's one of the more controversial aspects about this remake so far, is that I've been hearing and seeing a lot of discourse around that particular character. Specifically around the fact that she was prettier in the original game. And I'm not sure how to really sparse that. On one hand, yeah, I think it's kind of stupid that they change up certain aspects, especially if it's obviously to fit an agenda purpose, but it's like... I feel like if the decision was particularly inspired for the purposes of making, adding something to the game, I don't really see a problem with that. They're going for a more realistic look for the game, so I feel like that making the characters look a bit more realistic isn't a terrible idea. I do feel that, regardless, some decisions should probably be done with a bit more of a... There's nothing over here. With a bit more attention to the possibility of well, what is it that we want to do with the remake versus what it is that the fans expect us to do with the remake, right? Because the fans clearly have their own perspective of what they want from a remake, and developers have their own perspective as well. Whether that's consistent and that actually meshes. Oh, suddenly the fucking frames are fine. That's all up for debate. I wonder if it's just because whoever that was in the frame. Can't drown myself confirmed. Colonel, we did it. We've avoided drowning. lot of Metal Gear dialogue and plot lines live rent-free in my fucking brain. So we went through the graveyard. Nothing terrible happened so far. That isn't unsettling at all. I do apologize if I take things a little too slow. I am trying to immerse myself into the atmosphere. And I'm also taking time to appreciate the detail. Hey, Scarecrow. I bet if we get close enough, we'll find a corpse in it. I also wonder who was the team who made this Silent Hill 2 remake. I know it was made, I think I remember correctly, it was made by the in-house team at Konami, but how much of those are actually the original people who developed the game, right? Because that's one of the biggest problems with this industry, is that they often go through talent like it's nothing. And that's kind of the part that really annoys me, is that those are artists, those are writers, those are talented developers who bring their own sort of, like, vision and creation to the table. And you going through them like they're cattle is... I mean, I'm not going to say it's a terrible thing to lose your developers all the time. You know, like, it's not always a terrible thing to lose a developer, but when you lose them this consistently, it's just highly suspect, right? It's just questionable. I mean, like, they bring you the kind of artistic vision that makes games what they are, especially in your notable franchises. When you get rid of enough people, eventually the art ceases to look and feel like that particular vision and looks like something else entirely, or something within that wears the skin of it, you know? It's like if my aunt made spaghetti, and then I learned that later down the line, after consuming said spaghetti, that I had another bowl of my aunt's spaghetti, and then I immediately noticed that this spaghetti doesn't taste that as well as it could be. There's something about it that just seems off, right? And then I realized, oh, it wasn't made by my aunt, it was made by my mother. You know? Just, there's just suddenly, there's like, you notice that there's something different about this, and despite the fact that someone else could follow the recipe to its desired conclusion, there's always going to be something that's just a little off, because you know your aunt is probably going to do something that's a little out of the recipe guidebook, right? You know, she might add a little more marinara sauce than the usual. She might add a bit more herb than the usual. She might even soak the noodles for a little bit longer, or even take them out quicker. You know, you never know. All right. There's always a level of difference and consistency that is not only noticeable in cooking, it's also noticeable in gaming, you know? And when the consistency is off, you know, you notice. Auto parts. Yeah, I'm not touching that just in case. Auto parts store.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Well, hang on. Let's not be savages about this. Let's be a bit more courteous. Knock on the door, James. This isn't hard. Went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer. What drawer? There ain't no drawer. Also, why the hell would you leave that out here? Imagine leaving a note for someone else to read and then realize, oh, there's a broken ass window I can hobble through. Oh, imagine that. I'm assuming this is going to get us to where we need to go. I don't know what it is about this game, but I will say that it is hitting me with nostalgic vibes, and I don't even know why. I think it has something to do with the soundtrack, the ambient noises. It might just be because they're trying to capture that old tone from the original game that, listening to it, I get nostalgic feelings about other games when, you know, back then when game music was a little bit focused more on atmospheric intention than it was like... Anyways, when it was more atmospheric, and had more of an attention to detail around that than, you know, the game music today. Not to say that game music has at all been shit. It's just that video game music focuses more on trying to really capture the feeling of a moment, right? It's more cinematic music for cutscene and action and among other things. It's all like scene related stuff, right? It's supposed to capture that scene. It's supposed to encapsulate it. But this game really focuses on atmosphere. And atmospheric music really does hit this home a little bit. And I don't feel that as often as I used to. And then it just stops. That's kind of brilliant. He is wearing some good old mountaineering boots. That was a good choice there, James. He always has to make a grunty noise every time he opens or goes through shit. I think that just locked. Or it didn't. No, interesting. Okay. What type of cars are these? This is based off of an old game. I'm sure that game was also documenting a bit of a period piece as well, so I can only imagine how old the time frame of this game actually is. So, James, what did you do for a living? Were you a doctor? Were you a desk jockey? A financial representative? You certainly don't scream lawyer to me. Well, the creek bed is very empty. I always think it's weird when you see pipes that connect towards the streets and then you just see like panels and down beneath it. Like, like obviously I'm assuming these are here because in the upper sections of like the more mountainous areas, the roads get flooded very easy. And so the water has to go somewhere. But it seems even weirder that they would just vent it towards another street with another panel that just connects to a creek. I do remember seeing something like that before in real life, but I've never seen it where I live now. Back when I lived in California, I saw it, but couldn't tell you where, actually. I don't remember where I saw it. The Roadrunner. Any mail? No? Makes sense. We wouldn't want to steal somebody's mail. Even though this place looks abandoned as all hell. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to... Oh, there's a quick turnaround button. Nice. Good to know. I'm trying to look for the map. Where was the map again? I see a map station right there as I'm talking about it, but... I'm still looking for the map. Because there was a specific button for it, but whatever. Where are we now? Oh, I see. We went down Nathan... We went from Nathan Avenue all the way down to Wiltz Road? We're heading to Sanders Street. Interesting. Oh, right in front of a cutscene. Amazing. How is this paper not ruined? I will never know. Enjoy your stay. Map of the east side of South Vale. One thing people have said is that the town is a lot more fleshed out now. Originally, you only spent like maybe an hour or two in the town itself, and then the rest of it was more so you spend your time in like dungeons and buildings, but dilapidated buildings, but now the town is a bit more of a character. That looks like blood. Anybody home? Miss Cassandra. A customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off. Looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left. Said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know, since I might be gone by then. Okay. Let's see. If I feel like... Button. Yeah, 1 second. I feel like that if the sprint button is going to be left bumper, then making a toggle is unnecessary. No, he's in defensive mode. And then I place James in defensive mode and end my turn. I am not a Yu-Gi-Oh player, but I've seen enough Yu-Gi-Oh episodes to last me a lifetime.
What is this?
It's blood, James. It's blood. We're about to experience some serious shit. See anything in the car, James? No? Yeah. Express and logistics. It definitely looks like a delivery truck if I've ever seen one. Toluca. Let's go back in there real quick. I want to feel like I missed something. I do not want to feel like I missed something. I don't think I can get in there. No. Alright. Moving on. Oh. There's another side to this map. Interesting. I don't think there's anything over there. We need to head further into town, I imagine. Nothing. Ah. Sandbags. Can't answer. Where am I going? That's the same reaction I have, James. Look at that, he's already relatable. I mean, if it being scrawny as fuck wasn't already relatable. I like how even with ray tracing off, the reflections in the water are still pretty on par. That may not just be a ray tracing thing, but... Is there any way into this building? I don't think so. What the...
Hey! Wait!
Oh yes, let's chase after that thing. That's, we totally... Yeah, we totally want to chase after that. Especially after it just roared in our general direction. Totally. Absolutely, James. It's a great idea. In fact, it's such a great idea, I am procrastinating. Yeah, but these are people's houses. Houses should be accessible. I guess James doesn't want to break into them. Oh, I see. We were supposed to follow this, huh?
Stuff.
Oh, yes, stuff. And I guess you didn't want to bother sticking your finger in it either, like most RE protagonists either. You just like, I don't want to stick my hand in that. Which honestly, that's fucking same. Who wants to actually dip their digits into something that's been on the ground for a long time and it looks grotesque? Only people who want to feel like they're fucking, like, protagonists of their own stories and are fucking feel like that they're Resident Evil veteran survivalists want to do that kind of shit in real life. All jokes aside, though, I probably would end up doing that. I'd probably be like, oh, there's something on the ground. What the fuck is that? I wonder if it's blood. I'm gonna stick my finger in it just to see. I mean, especially when you see it often enough. That is a fascinating question, James. What did happen to this town? Do you know? I don't. What the hell is this? Where am I going? Can't go through there, can't go through here. I got trash bins in the way, that means I can't go there. Do not enter. Area closed off due to an accident. Trespassing might lead to injury or death. It's funny that they don't actually let you look at it up close. They just pan it away from you. So you can't read it, actually. It's a little weird. So far, so good. We're in Drungy environment number 3. Wait, what the hell? Just a random grave here. It, is there... Okay. Remains of Blank Swamp. The blankers of land surround Blank is monuments was originally a swamp, but was later blank. It was Blank since nicknamed Blood Swamp because the blank to wash the blank after blank would be poured blank it. Perhaps it's blank that the blank that many inhale blank, clear blank, to have blank in the area. I will let you decipher what the fuck this means. I'm assuming that is the grave of probably one of the founders of this town. How would a town like this exist? I'm pretty sure if Silent Hill exists, actually, it would be an SCP. In fact, Silent Hill should be a part of the SCP wiki. I feel like that's a must. A town that generally shows you all of the pent-up frustrations, issues, angers, and traumas in your life, and regurgitates it towards you in usually very aggressive and life-threatening manners is probably, in my opinion, a much more interesting SCP than some people might give it credit for. It's a psychological horror machine, hell-bent on making you confront your deepest, darkest fears and problems. Huh. What the fuck is this? Who puts up drapes like this in the middle of nowhere? Is this a thing that happens? Is this actually a thing that happens in real life? Like, do construction crews or do, like, city people actually put up drapes in front of roads and places they don't want people to go into? I guarantee you that's just going to make people more curious about what the fuck is on the other end of them. Especially as a teenager. As a teenager at one point in my life, I absolutely would have done so. Fascinating. Well, I feel like we've explored pretty much most of our options. So, in light of that, let's see. That's blocked, that's blocked, that's blocked. That's been blocked off. What else is there left? What else is there? Excuse me. Let's see. There was a trail of blood. Let's follow the trail of blood. If I follow the trail of blood, that will lead me to the objective. I imagine. There it is again. There it is again. This looks like it's bridging off. Yep. We're going this way, boys. We're going this way. I must have missed it. I want to preface that James followed someone who arguably, rationally, could have been recognized as a gimp down an alley in a town that is dilapidated, grungy as fuck, surrounded by fog, and has been, at least as confirmed by some random lady, a bit dangerous and creepy as all fuck. James followed a goddamn gimp down an alleyway into this shit.
Hello?
See, now, if James was a rational person here, he would have immediately turned around and been like, nope, I am noping the fuck out of this town. And he would have immediately tried to get the fuck out of here. That's the moment you run to your car. You take the lawn trek all the way back to your fucking car and you just nope. You just peace right the fuck out. But because James is such a goofy boy, he's gonna go and follow this thing. Despite the fact that it literally skithered away like a crab. Marked by white cloths, those are objects or traversals you can interact with. I'm not gonna say that's wrong, but I am gonna say that's a little weird. Oh man, it broke just a tiny little bit more, so now I can't crawl back under it. Damn, if only maybe I could somehow kick this off its hinge and then just walk through it, right? At least it's not as bad as the fucking yellow caution tape in front of a goddamn switch, like an RE2 remake. That shit was funny. You know what's funny is that I didn't even bother trying that. Initially, I was exploring all over the place, and then when I got a knife, and then I saw Leon use the knife to cut open the tape, I'm like, no way. If I had tried to interact with this earlier, would this game have told me that I couldn't interact with it because fucking caution tape was in front of the switch? And then sure enough, it did. Hey look, another save station. Let's just overwrite this because this is nothing. Creaks like a cat. Nutrition supplement. Knowing what we know about Silent Hill, I would be a bit cautious about drinking or taking anything in this town. Oh boy, what do we got? What do we got? Jump scare around the corner? Don't worry, James is a glutton for punishment. He's good for it. We all know he's good for it. He's got the face of protagonist in him. Look at James, he's just like, aw damn, I'm not into that.
Stay back.
You know, you brought that up a little too late. I feel like that was intentional, game.
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not into that GIMP play. God, no. Where the fuck did you just stuff that, James? In your jacket? I'm fucking calling doubts on that one. I am pressing X now. Alright, so up was the button. Where is my heal button? Ah, triangle's the heal button. Oh man, a syringe? Yeah, let's stick some disgusting shit in my veins. That's a good idea. Directly into my veins. That's not Maria. Maria's text was purple. Or pink. Yeah, it was pink, actually.
Where are you, Mary?
See, we're already learning. This game is teaching us useful mechanics that'll help us get through the game. What is looking at this doing for us, James? Wait, is that a note? It's not telling me shit, but some type of note here. Alrighty, what's next?
Is that?
Yes, it is. Didn't even notice it at first. Neely's Bar. Any way to open it? Hey. I guess our next objective is Neely's Bar. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Run away, 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 run away. Good to know. Martin Street note. I was just about to sprint that way. Oh. There is another one. And we've learned. What have we learned, James? They're not friendly. Oh, wonderful. That's not creepy at all. Oh, hello. Now you tell me, game. It's a dead. So what does the syringe do? Is that like a full heal? Where am I? Texan Cafe. What's in the cash register? Hey, there's a key in there. Huh? Neely's bar. Hey, buddy. Hey. Well, didn't get hurt that time. Can barely see shit in here. Hey. Neato. A coin for Neely's bar. Oh, hey, we're on the other side of that one area of houses. We went from residential district to the city district. It's a good thing weapons don't have durability in this fucking game. Silent Hill. In March of 1965, the town of Silent Hill was visited by the Maine Psychical Research Association. After a thorough examination, a team of expert dowsers from the association concluded the area surrounding the non-historic Wilts Coal Mine to be highly active. They also expressed their hopes for further research and exploration of the gorge. These hopes, however, were never fulfilled due to the location being restricted as a historic nature preserve, as declared by the Silent Hill Historical Society. Additionally, the idea was met with resistance from the local community, which claimed that the nature of the association's research would hinder tourist activity in the area. Questioning the credibility of our research and hiding behind day trippers seems like an excuse to prevent us from seeing what's really out there, commented one of the researchers. Unfortunately, none of the local representatives were available to comment on the matter. Editor's note: at the time of publishing, there exists no evidence supporting credibility of radiesthesia, I don't know, or proving effectiveness of any dowsing methods. Opinions expressed in the article do not reflect the author's views. Fascinating. So it begs the question, what happens to the people here? Nothing around here other than that newspaper? How much of that is fabricated, too? Because I know that the town changes and more is based off the will of the person traversing it. That's a big-ass bug if I ever saw one. Holy shit. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to get the hell out. This is my laundromat. You can't be here. Ow. There we go. Just some dirty ass clothes. Hey, deluxe atomic washers. Automatic washer. Automatics. Super strong. Super clean. Nothing else here? Doesn't look like it. Why even bother coming in here, right? Nothing in the vending machine. Well, what was the point of coming in here? Nothing? Just some laundromat shit? It seems like a waste. Just give me one combat encounter and then that's it. There's our other gimp boy still wandering about. I don't think there's really any way to avoid that guy, is there? Oh, of course. So far, we're fighting Gimps in uniform. Good old hot sauce. That man was here again. I told him he'd be warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left. He didn't make any sort of fuss, but there's something about him that gives me the creeps. When I looked at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask, and there's something underneath waiting to get out. I don't want to be there when that happens. I'll take that. Where am I? So I went in from the other side. Man, there are Gimp boys everywhere around here. Yeah, because that ain't creepy at all. He's just continuing to do that. And every time he shows up on screen, it's making my game lag. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off. Cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still bloated inside, but the other part's missing. Figure he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyway, maybe go check up on him, see if he's alright. He lives over at Saul, by the pharmacy, apartment 9. So there's a puzzle that needs solving, of course. Hey! Eh? I guess I need a key. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Ugh! My back. There's that half record. Still over there skittering, I think. Okay, we're going to Saul Street right there. Another Gimp. Happy Burger. Oh, hello. I don't know if he can hurt me, but I'm not about to let him. All right. Now there's a way to crawl through. How much you want to bet he's gonna get up? Or not? Feel a craving? You just can't help it? Go for it. Happy Burger. What you need is what you get. On the run, grab something to go. I could go for a burger right now. Oh, come on. I just beat the shit out of you. Oh, great. Another one. Hey, bro. You're in my way. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to run up on you. You stay down. Yeah. We're good? We're good. Another syringe. Hell yeah. So all that for a syringe. Not that I'm against grabbing healing items, but there's like a lot of them. I see a gimp in the distance. Can't traverse an alley. Silent Hill News. The Gibbs won't try to kill me unless I get close enough to aggro them, which is interesting. I don't know what that radio noise is, but I'm assuming it's where the next encounter is going to be. I now place James in attack mode and end my turn. Another syringe. We're doing good, boys. We got all kinds of syringes. We got all the things. The methamphetamines, the fucking... Berylin, what the hell is this? I'm assuming these are all pharmaceutical related things and drugs that I have no fucking clue what the hell they are. It's a lot of money. Medication is expensive. You know, those pharmaceutical companies, they will love to just fucking throw the entire wallet into their pocket. Is there a point to that? Apartment 5 left his key. Says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. Placed his coffee on it. Suddenly frames are going to shit. Apartment 5. Oh, look, a map. This is where we are. Apartment 5 is 2nd floor. And we want to get to 9. Well, I guess we're heading up there next. Six, 7, 8. Oh yeah, that isn't foreboding at all. Oh man, those old turnstile TVs. Back when you only had maybe 12 channels. I'm certain now. It's coming from that apartment upstairs. I keep telling them. Why won't they do something? It's unbearable. I can feel it sleeping. I can feel it seeping into my skin, pushing itself into my lungs. I can hear all the stupid people down into the streets from the window. Four. Of course, 5 is blocked off. Or it's just down here. Anybody home? Anybody at all? Doesn't look like it. I'm really impressed with the atmosphere so far. I mean, Silent Hill Downpour was alright, but Hmm. Something's going on upstairs, and that's where I need to be. All right. I probably don't need to, but I'm going to. I'm turning down the voices just a tad. Ha! Tooey! Fuck you, Gimp Bros. And that was the game telling me to fuck me too. Wonderful. And then she came and washed it all away. It all started to make sense again. It's this place. I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan, then we're going. Note's too grungy to make out anything else. Well, this guy definitely likes his records. I did see a record there. Oh. What's that? Is that a Nutribar? Oh, it's tea. This man drinks tea. Interesting. Why does he have a bigger, much more awesome apartment than the other apartments? Hmm? Is this the suite? It's even got a bathroom. Or at least a better bathroom. And, gotta stick our hand in the glory hole. I have a bad feeling about this. The mushy noises. There was something about a missing keys or something, right? Jukebox button. Okay. Stuck our hand in the glory hole. Oh, it smells awful in there. Better kick it open. Oh. Nice. Alright, well, we can't get in there. Alright, we really can't get in there. Apartment 10. Wait, what? Oh, okay, cigarettes. Cigarettes in a mug. Whoa. Alright, we cannot go down this way. But do we want to leave? Technically, we should have left a long time ago out of this town, but You know James gotta find his wife. His dead wife. Good old James. Oh yeah, Sutherland, I believe was his last name. Wasn't it James Sutherland? Well, we didn't find the broken record, but we did find a key. One of the key to the panels of that place. Of that jukebox. Is this haunted? Groovy music. Ah, that's right. It did mention groovy music. Frames. Can't go that way. Alright. Gotta go up this street further. Is there a point to that? Uh-huh. I need a passcode. Oh man, when a newspaper was 50 cents, that's a fucking thing. Don't let alcohol shatter your life. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it. I don't ever remember grocery carts being that small. This is away from the objective, but I am kind of curious what's down this road. A trash bag in the wind. What do you mean? Did I pass something I can smash? No, I haven't made it there yet. I'm going back. When the game tells you that shit, it's usually for a reason. No, not seeing anything. Just keep on running. This has got to be groovy music. Oh man, we got multiple buddies in here. Wonderful. Hey guys, take a number. I feel like that one should have hit me. Good? We're good. The janitor came the other day. The janitor came in the other day, drunk and in tears, had half of a record with him, kept yelling we gotta fix it somehow. I was willing to do it just to shut him up, so I got up to get the glue from the cabinet, but then he realized he only had the one half, so he ran out. Can't do much about the record. Maybe ask around Neely's next time you're there. Maybe might be one of theirs. It's technically where he got it from. And he broke it last I checked. Face the music, find the melody of your dreams, and kick up your heels. Music can bring you back to those wonderful moments you thought you lost. There it is. The other half. Now we need the glue. That must be it right there. Nice. It looks like shit, but nice. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't run that way. But I'm assuming it's a special glue that doesn't interfere with the needle. Not seeing drinks or nothing. Yep, that's what I get for vandalizing music property. Hey there, buddy. I need you to get back down. No. There we go. Huh? Oh, hey, there was some stuff here. Just out of reach. Do you things just not die? Is that a thing? Do you guys just not die? I'm gonna go off on a limb and assume that they just don't die. And if that's the case, I'm out of here. The door that wakes in darkness, opening to nightmares. That isn't creepy at all. It's funny that he's only armed with this wooden club with nails in it, and it hasn't broken yet or nothing. And I've yet to receive an upgrade for it. Oh, hi there. You know, it's a squad car. What is that? It's ammo. You got ammo but no gun? Alright. Frickin' monsters are everywhere. Alright. Gotta continue to head further down. Hi, buddy. Ow. Hit the wrong button. Okay, James, I think it's dead. Nothing inside this squad car. Yep, frames. There we go. All this just to fix a broken record and to get this thing repaired, among other things. Hmm? Oh, okay. Insert coin. Number 2, I guess. Oh, okay. Number 2.
Park on the lake. We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
How dare you? I went through a lot of effort fixing that record, I'll have you know. A key? Sufficient reward. After you just broke my goddamn record. I fixed it. It's practically mine. Fascinating. And we have a bicycle. I wonder where I need to take this. Oh. Yeah, I wonder where I need to take that indeed. Yeah. What do you think I'm doing, Kane? What do you think I'm doing? Oh, there we go. I have to manually let him do it. I have to let him jump down. First aid station. It's even got supplements. They want you to make sure you're getting your vitamins. He came back after you left, it's fine. He didn't try anything. He just seemed sad. Mumbled something about getting out of town with someone. I wasn't going to let him drive in his condition, so I locked him out. It's a car that's a car should be out back. His car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by morning. It's the greenish blue one. Plate number ending with 06, I think. Nothing in that one. Thankfully, this game was made in a period where car alarms didn't exist until a little later. The amount of people I have had ask me about how to break into their own vehicles at work is unbelievable. I mean, it's usually like maybe once a month, but it's still a lot of people who somehow lock themselves out of their fucking cars. Or just looking for some type of means to break into other people's cars. It's one of the reasons why we're told you can't help people break into their own cars. I don't think killing those bugs is going to do anything, but... I guess we can't break that right now. Nothing over there. Anyways, we're looking for a very specific car. But I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I wasn't investigating. Anyways, it's a bluish greenish car, right? This seems like it. 2-6 Gozo Sushi. Vitamin supplements. Those might as well what they should be. It says nutritional supplement, but it's more like vitamin at this point. Might as well. Might as well. That's not opening. Go 8. Two O. That wasn't. None of those were the car. Nope, there it is. It's teal colored. I guess this guy came back for his car and ended up dying. Oh, hi. Ha ha ha. Nothing else? Was I supposed to fight them? What am I doing? I need to get out of here, that's for sure. It's getting stormy out here. Alright, where am I going? Rosewater Park. Woodside Apartments. Hmm. No, not Woodside Apartments over there. Pardon me, excuse me. Oh man, they're all coming out in droves now. Frames. Frames. Alright. We are right across from Woodside Apartments. Alright, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. What's this? We'll read it inside. Let's go. We gotta leave. Meet me there. Texan Cafe. Frames. Alright, game, stop having a seizure. Frames. There we go. Hmm. Switch it to balanced. All right. So far, so good. That's ammo. That looks like a pain in the ass. Looks like it's missing some stuff. 3 bright coins in the 5 holes B. First sits in the maiden underneath the tree. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow, and here comes the man. So sleek and so fine, in the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. Dear Madam, in response to your complaint regarding the gunshots coming from apartment 217, we have paid a visit to the tenant and he assured us that he does not own any firearms. He was fully cooperative and granted us access to the apartment. True to his word, we did not find any weapons or traces of using one. Should the noise persist, please inform the janitor. Sincerely, Woodside Apartments Administration. Yeah, that sounds like a load of shit. You know, the flooring and the way this particular room was built, I was almost convinced this was a shower room. Man, there's a lot of ammo. It's almost like the game wants me to have a gun. Yeah, what would I be if I didn't try the gate? Try to open locked doors 50 times. Good to know that the game is keeping track of all of my mundane, trivial activities.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Was it this way? That didn't sound too good. Ah, yes, mannequins. Positioned very awkwardly. Who doesn't like that? More mannequins. None of them moved yet, so that's good to know. These aren't the weeping angels. Oh, hi. Um... I'm not the only one who heard it moan, right? Yeah, I'm assuming the syringes are like full heals.
These clothes.
Oh, they're Mary's clothes. Fascinating. These are Mary's clothes. They're the clothes that she wore during that one date that he was talking about from the flashback. Fascinating. Enter a courtyard door on the first floor. I don't have a door for this. I mean, to keep this. At least we have a flashlight now. It's nice to finally have a goddamn flashlight in this place. Oh, hey. It's a heal. This game is very giving when it comes to heals, I will say that. Not a problem for me. I'm bound to make at least a few more mistakes before the end. Warning, garbage chute out of order. Please do not use until the problem is resolved. I see a way forward. We're in. Locane siblings murdered. Perpetrator commits suicide in custody. Walter Sullivan, the culprit in a recent homicide case, was found dead, having taken his own life on the morning of the 22nd in his jail cell. Blah. According to the police statement, Sullivan's death was caused by a blood loss resulting from severing his corroded artery with a soup spoon. Oh, Jesus. Buried 2 inches in his neck. Sullivan was apprehended on the 18th of this month on account of brutally murdering Billy and Miriam Locane. Even though Walter Sullivan did not strike a former schoolmate from his hometown of Pleasant River as someone capable of murdering children, the schoolmate admits to having witnessed Sullivan in a state of severe paranoia shortly before arrest. He was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, "He's trying to kill me. He's trying to punish me. The monster, the red devil, forgive me, I did it. But it wasn't me," he recounts. I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy, schoolmates concluded. That radio's having an aneurysm. Oh, yeah. There we go. I need to start looking up at things more often now. Now that I know I can do that. There we go. Oh, hi there. Yeah. You have problems, Mr. James. And if you didn't before, you certainly will now. You're not doing this optimally.
Hey! Wait!
What the? Fucking brat?
Damn it.
Great. Now there's fucking kids in here? Exactly. You're in the wrong game. This is not for children. Pretty sure if I went to go look at the rating for this game, it's rated M for mature. The hell? That wasn't open before. Oh yeah, that isn't creepy at all. Oh, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm definitely going to be eating after this video. I already know what I'm going to eat too. There is something on my screen, I think. Oh my god, there is. That's going to bother me now. Is that really on my screen? Oh no, it's a flashlight. Okay. Never mind. I was about to say, it's going to bug me until I fix it. Here's an interesting little question. Has anyone ever taken a bag of Doritos? Not the regular nacho cheese Doritos, but like the Cool Ranch one, the one in the blue bag? Has anyone ever taken those Dorito chips and mixed it with something else. I'm sure some people have. If you haven't done it yet, I would advise you try taking the blue bag of Doritos and then open up a can of chili. Put that in the microwave, warm that shit up, and then dip your chips into it. It is divine. You will thank me later. But I'm sure most people, if not a lot of people, probably figure that out. Though some some people surprise me sometimes. That was the simplest puzzle ever. Golden apple. Oh my god, it's a biblical reference. It looks like a wedding dress. It's the most bizarre wardrobe I've seen yet. Okay, so have I seen everything? Have I done everything? I think so. I've been through here, Can't go through here. Yep. Alright. Hey, we made it to the other side. Got a key. No thanks to that little bastard child. Einsam Blumen, Opus 82.3, Robert Schumann. That's probably going to be relevant at some point. You much of a musician, James? He honestly strikes me as the kind of person who would listen to music rather than play it. But he also strikes me as the kind of person who could probably play like a nice soothing chord of maybe not a violin, but
Huh. Quite the artist.
a wooden guitar. I can see that. You can strum a nice calming tune. Hang on, wait a minute. No, okay. Done? Donezo. Hey there, buddy. You're looking mighty fine, aren't you? Ow. Is it just me, or was he shaking his head just like, no, don't hit me? Alright. Last syringe. He freaks out so hard with these bugs. Why do they glow, though? That's not weird at all. Okay. More ammo. 217 is the apartment floor with the gun. Please deliver these to Miss Millie from 102. I'm really worried about her. She's been cooped up all alone with his belongings for days on end. She won't even move them. And God forbid anyone else touch anything. It's breaking my heart just thinking about it. Maybe, have you ever considered she's fine, Karen? You're not dead yet, are you? You are now. At least for a little bit. Does the ball go in here? Nope. How about up there? I cannot tell. I can't move it there. We're coming close to that 3-hour mark, but I can probably stretch it for a little longer. You know what? Before we go down this way, $217. Let's just make a little trip to 217, shall we? Oh yeah, I totally trust that. Definitely. Frames. 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 Frames are good all of a sudden. It's just when I'm looking at these douchebags. Oh, this sound isn't haunting at all. No way. Is it what I think it is? Oh my god, it's him. It's him. Yo, bro. How's it going? You're a meme and a half, yeah, and now in the real world, I want you to know. I'm a huge fan. A huge fan of yours. People still wonder what the fuck your face looks like underneath that triangle. Some people wonder if it functions like the safe head guy from fucking The Evil Within, where it's just a bunch of guts and shit, or if it's like there's like an actual face under there. People even speculate that good old James is your true identity under there. You're just his alter ego. You know. I'd shake your hand, but I'm kind of holding a 2x4, and I'm pretty sure he would kill me. But yeah, huge fan. Good talk. Oh, that sound is coming from my controller. I was wondering where that was coming from for a second. Just like, wait, where the hell is that sound coming from? You know, I went on a quest to go get a gun, and then I should have realized right there and then that the quest to get the gun was going to be more of a trial and a half than anything else. Something clearly got moved here. Even the tempo of the music in this place changed as a result of meeting Pyramid Head. Due to the ongoing renovation works, tenants are asked to keep out of the third floor of the building. Sincerely, Woodside Apartment Administration. We're almost there. There she be. Every day, we stray ever further away from God. Oh man, 2 boxes of ammo? You know this motherfucker's got guns. That's a gun, alright. In the most obvious of places, that is a fucking gun. I actually hit back out to cancel that, but alright. It's got weird iconography on it, but I'll take it. This went from Silent Hill to Resident Evil. Oh wow, he got visibly disturbed by that. He's not even gonna do it. I don't blame him. Bloody boots, blue jeans. You know, James, it was probably for the best that you actually didn't lift that. I have a sneaking suspicion that's you under that. Alright, we got a key for apartment 212. I believe 213 is where this starts, but I'm gonna check. 214 to 217, yep. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I figured. Time to go see our friend Pyramid Head again. Hey, Pyramid Head. Hey, oh, you're not here anymore, are you? Aw. Man. I want to talk to our good old friend Pyramid Head for a little longer. Found more drinks. Drink drinks, drink life. This is the most unsafe, dilapidated looking ass balcony I've ever seen. Also, who the fuck would want to use this balcony? Maybe if you were a sociable person, you could talk to Gary and the others across the way, just like, hey, Gary, how's it going? And then again, this was before technology and the rise of the internet. Well, I mean, the advancement of technology and the rise of the internet. Probably would have been a thing. What's our key items looking like? Just the apple. Alright, there's still one place we have to go. I'm watching you. Oh, that also reminds me of something. Hang on. Alright, you know, one of these days, they're gonna allow me to use my Pro Controller's full button ranges. Full range of buttons, because I do have back buttons I can work with. Specifically, I'm using a PS4 Pro Controller. And it's probably by far my favorite Pro Controller so far. I haven't been down here, have I? I'm pretty sure I have. Oh yeah, I have. But have I been down here? I have not. Alright, let's see what's down further. Show yourself. I see you. Just barely. Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see, 2:45. Yeah, screw it. I'll stretch it even longer. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. I'm enjoying myself so far. Oh, hello. There's a couple of you. Holy shit, you are a wobbly piece of shit, aren't you? Alright, so I've learned. James can't aim for shit. But it's nice to know we have a ranged weapon in case we need it. A Leon Scott Kennedy, he is not. Valentine's Day. Number 4. I feel like that's going to be important later. My vitamins. Where would I be without my vitamin supplements? James, where would you be? Where would I be? Where would all of us be without the vitamin supplements? I guess we're going upstairs now. Got nowhere else to go but up, 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 and away. Of course. Also, of course. Oh, hey, more ammo. After I just wasted all that other ammo. To hell. And a no with a 4 on it. Not sure what it means. There's a number 4 on the back of it. Curious. Where was that wardrobe again? Maybe I don't need to go back to the wardrobe necessarily, but... Yeah, I forgot you were still here. At least it ain't active. Yeah, I don't need to go that way. Okay, let's see here. What does the map tell me? Yet to be on the 3rd floor. At least it keeps track of all my movements. Alright. trying to remember. Where was that one room? Not this room. I do need a key as well. This is where I got the gun. Nothing else in here, if I remember. Yeah. Going back down to the first floor, I guess. Alright, not that way. Alright. I think the photo might be a clue as well. I mean, obviously, right? But I think that it might be more of a clue than just the number on the back of it. Boy, the frame. The frames. Frames. Oh, the frames. But yeah. Anywhoozin'. I'll just go ahead and cap the episode there. Alright. So far, I'm enjoying the experience of Silent Hill 2. And it's, I'm getting a lot of interesting things out of this game. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I am interested to find out. At any rate, it's giving me Resident Evil vibes. With just the aiming is a little shit, but I think that's probably due to the fact that James isn't exactly a trained cop, so... Or neither is he the sister to fucking Chris Punch Boulders Redfield, but either way... thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.